Welcome to your Morning Boost, your daily leadership advice to help you lead your school community. Brought to you by AWB Education and sponsored by Grundmeyer Leader Services, where together we are transforming education, one leader at a time. Now here's your host, Adam Bush.
Good morning and a very happy Tuesday to you. I'm Adam Bush, and I'm so glad you've joined us for another Morning Boost with our incredible guest this week, Dr. Albert Bramante. Yesterday, we dived into the power of building a supportive network, and today, Dr. Bramante is going to expand on that by talking more about a more challenging aspect, monitoring your social circle. This is about making conscious choices about who you let in your professional and personal orbit, and ensuring those individuals are contributing to your growth and not hindering it. This is a crucial topic for all leaders, and I can't wait to hear his take.
Okay, well, thank you, Adam, again.
Absolutely.
And great to be a part of you guys again. So the one thing I want to talk to you about is really monitoring the social circle. So yesterday we talked about the power of networking and how important that is and how to network. But I also want to talk about the quality now of your social circle.
Mm.
So it's important to you do need a supportive network, especially if you're a principal or administrator, which can sometimes be a lonely profession because being sometimes in charge of others or on the top can sometimes be alone. So it's great to have a support network. Now, also important is to really monitor your connection, whether again you're in beginning leadership or junior leadership or in senior leadership. Because very often we become almost a product of the company we keep. So if we're around people that are negative, that are complaining or that are feeling sorry for themselves or just simply have the victim mentality, what often happens is it'll start rubbing off onto us and we start responding in that same exact way. Now, on the other hand, if we're around people that build us up, it can really help us to really level up our skills. So especially if as you're beginning and you're on your journey of being a principal and superintendent, it's important to be around other principals and superintendents too. Even those that have kind of like retired and maybe that are still somewhat involved, because you can learn a lot from them. You can get a lot of wisdom and sometimes even like improve your learning curve on certain things that maybe you can do things that work, adopt systems that work, but also minimize some of the mistakes that may have been made over the time being. So it's really important to network, but the important thing is to really care for the network that you're around. And if you start feeling yourself drained or even just getting a little bit of burnout, it might be an indication or a sign that you may be in the wrong crowd or hanging out with the wrong crowd or the wrong associates. So you want to be very careful and be very, very mindful of that. And so what's important, even though I talked about the power of networking, the power of having people, it's always about, at the end of the day, quality over quantity. So even if your social circle is like 3 or 4 people max, that's better than to have, it's better to have 3 or 4 solid connections than to have 9, 10 superficial or weaker connections. So really, at the end of the day, you want to be cultivating and monitoring your environment so that you are on the road to success and you're around people that build you up rather than pull you down.
Well, that is really good advice to have. I know that it's hard sometimes to find enough people if you're in a smaller district or if you're in a rural district, but it certainly is important to seek those people out. I really appreciate those words of wisdom today. Thank you, listeners. We appreciate it. Hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. Have a great Tuesday. We'll be back again tomorrow with more from Dr. Albert Bramante as we continue this dive this week on trying to help you lead your school and your community. Again, thanks for listening. Dr. Bramante, we'll look forward to talking with you again tomorrow.
Thank you again, Adam.
You have been listening to your Morning Boost by AWB Education in partnership with Grundmeyer Leader Services. You can find out more about our services by clicking on the links in the description. Remember, you are doing this vital job that only a few can do. So until next time, thank you for your service to your community.